Well, the ACT government's revealed plans to phase out gas in the coming decades as it aims to hit net zero emissions by 2045. Joining me now live to discuss the move is leader of the ACT Greens and Energy Minister Shane Rattenbury. Thank you so much for joining us. Can you explain why have you gone down this path?
Well, the first part of it is to set a clear vision for our community so that people know where we're going. There's three primary reasons for doing this. We need to cut our greenhouse gas emissions. We want to produce the financial savings that households and businesses are going to see from moving to a more efficient electric pathway. And then the third reason is to manage the costs. If we do this over time and in an orderly way, it will be a much less expensive transition.
So just on cost overall, will this not push up prices? Won't it be more expensive for customers in the market?
No, look, our modelling indicates that gas prices will go up around 19% between now and 2029, and that was before the situation in Ukraine developed, and things have obviously become more pressing since then, whereas electricity prices are expected to slightly decrease over that time. So for many households and businesses, moving to an electric pathway will actually be a significant financial saving for them.
If you've got multiple customers looking to switch over to electricity in a very short amount of time, will this limit customer energy supply choice? How will you tackle that?
We are going to need to continue to upgrade the electricity grid, but we have to do that anyway with a growing population and the various other pressures that are on the system. We do need to upgrade. What our modelling shows is that with increased use of solar and batteries, you don't need as much network as you would traditionally because you're getting that distributed generation of electricity. And this is a 2 decades long transition, so we have time to gradually build this up. Also, we are looking at, for example, the role of electric vehicles and the fact that they will be a battery in people's homes as well. So there's a lot of technical detail behind it, but we do see a very different electricity system over the next couple of decades that won't need sort of massive sets of outward going poles and wires.
What are the costs incurred by the government?
Well, the anticipated investment in the electricity network over the next 2 decades is around $700 million. That is not significantly different from the sort of investment you would normally need to make. And what we will be doing is eliminating the need to keep investing in the gas network. So our sense is that overall, this is a very affordable option. And certainly in the advice we've received and the modelling that we've done, going down the electrification pathway for most people is going to be the most technically feasible and most economically sound pathway.
How will you actually encourage people to change over to electricity?
It's very interesting. A lot of people have started to do this already. Even with a growing population, we are seeing about a 2% a year reduction in gas demand already. And so some people are already making that choice, be it for environmental or economic reasons. But for others, we will need to assist them as we go. Part of the messaging now is we're saying to people at the end of the life of your current device, whether that's your hot water system or something else, your heating system in your home, make your replacement an electric replacement. They're cheaper to run and they are much more efficient than they used to be. So that's the advice right now. We do have interest-free loans that are available to Canberra households to make this transition. We're also conscious that for some niche applications, there will continue to be a role for gas, and whether that's a biogas or hydrogen, we think in some industrial areas there will be ongoing use of gas.
When do you hope to achieve this by? When is the target?
Sure. Well, our goal is to be net zero by 2045, so we expect this will take all the time until 25 to get there. I anticipate seeing a steady movement as people do replace their gas their gas devices, I should say, that come to the end of their life. As I said, we're seeing that transition already. So we expect a long-term steady decline in the use of gas and an uptake of electric devices here in the Territory.
Shane Rattenbury, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much.